Hey, it's Mac from plumbingdeals.com. Today we're going to cover how to repair your toilet. I know previously we covered how to find the right parts for your toilet by finding the model number. So we've already kind of figured out the parts we need for this toilet that's acting up in our warehouse. We have our flapper. This is a TOTO THU 500S. It's a 3-inch universal flapper from TOTO. Actually kind of ends up covering about half a dozen different flappers TOTO's made over the years. Should get you covered there. Then we have a universal fill valve from TOTO. This works in just about every TOTO toilet with a tank, but it also works on a wide variety of other toilets. It's just a really high quality fill valve. You may have noticed your toilet hissing every now and again when you walk by. You may have just noticed your water bill's a little higher than usual. I'm going to show you how to diagnose your toilet to figure out if it's running, and then we can cover how to replace all the parts. All right, here's our shutoff valve. We're going to start turning it to the right just to make sure our water is off. Then we're going to flush the toilet and hold your trip lever down. Let all the water drain from the tank. Now that the tank is drained, we're going to disconnect our supply line. A lot of times you can just do it by hand. Sometimes you may need to take one of your adjustable wrenches and do it. You'll get some water to come out of this. Hopefully you'll have some paper towel handy. That way you can clean up a little bit of a mess. Other times I'm more prepared and I'll have a little piece of Tupperware or something to catch what water comes out of here. We're gonna get more water out of that in a minute. All right, so now we're gonna get into the tank. We're gonna start by disconnecting our flapper from the trip lever, undo the chain, and then you'll grab the ears on the side of our flush valve and pull the flapper off. So a lot of times they come off fairly easy. Sometimes they'll fight you. Not a huge deal. Before you end up removing the old fill valve, I would recommend unboxing your new one, and let's get this prepped up. There's our fill hose, followed by the valve, the nut, and the gasket. I'll give you some instructions. We already know everything we're doing for that, so not a big deal there. In order to adjust the height of this, you're going to end up turning this a quarter turn, and then this will end up sliding up and down. And then once again, quarter turn to lock it. So I usually like getting the height set to about what the old one is. You can kind of measure it like that, or after you get the other one out, find the correct measurement that way. And then in this package, we're going to end up with the nut that'll tighten that to the bottom of the tank, and the gasket for it's already on the actual valve. So we're going to remove this. I'm going to grab a bucket to grab some of the water, because no matter how much you let out of the actual tank with the trip lever, you still have a little water at the bottom of the tank. So be prepared for that. Once you remove the old fill valve, some water will come out. So we're going to undo our fill valve. I like to put a little pressure on top of the fill valve as you undo it. Try to keep the seal as good as you can. And then once you kind of get to the point I'm at right now, where the nut's almost through the shank, you're going to remove it and try to catch the water you can. We have our new fill valve prepped. We're going to throw it in the toilet and then come down here and tighten up our nut. I swear to God, it will tighten eventually. The connection from our fill valve to our flush valve, you can actually trim this down to size. As you can see here, we have a ton of extra. So if you just take a pair of snips, cut it where you need to so it's to length, that'll be probably the best move. Before we put a wrench on it, we're just going to make sure that backer's on there so we know we don't end up damaging any of the plumbing or the valve. And we're close. Now that our 3/8 nut's on, we'll loop our line and attach it to our fill valve. I like to reach inside the toilet and hold on to the base of my fill valve while I tighten this, because this just needs to be a little more than hand tight when you're using a braided supply line. Once it's on, go ahead and slowly turn the water onto your toilet. Make sure that the packing doesn't leak at all on your valve, and let the toilet fill. All right, and now that we see our water levels in the proper spot, sitting below the top of our flush valve and even lower than the top of our fill valve, we're going to give it another flush. Really good strong flush. Pretty much we are good to go. Again, if you need any help, come over to plumbingdeals.com. Feel free to get a hold of us through live chat, email, or call. Once again, thanks for popping in.